Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test.
this tall? Hmm. She a tall. Is she this tall though? Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Yeah, wow. Check, check, 1 2. Check, 1 2. All right, Mike.
It's 9:56. So. It's the glasses. Okay. Good morning and welcome to Morehouse School of Medicine. I am Dr. Cinnamon Bradley, Associate Dean for Student Affairs. Today is a special day for all of us as we take a moment to welcome our entering 2023 class, all 374 students. At this time, I call to order the 39th Convocation White Coat and Pinning Ceremony of Morehouse School of Medicine. I am joined today by Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice, President and CEO of Morehouse School of Medicine, Dr. Joseph Tyndall, Executive Vice President for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine, Reverend Dr. Marvin Crawford, School Chaplain, Associate Professor of Clinical Medicine, and the Senior Pastor of First St. Paul African Methodist Episcopal Church, and other distinguished members of our platform party. Dr. Martha Elks, Senior Associate Dean for Educational Affairs, Dr. Pangela Dawson, Assistant Dean, Founding Program Director for Physician Assistant Studies, Dr. Danita Eatman Daniels, Associate Dean, Graduate Education in Biomedical Science. Dr. Stephanie Miles Richardson, Associate Dean, Graduate Education in Public Health. Dr. Erica Sutton, Associate Dean, Undergraduate Medical Education. Dr. Lawrence Wineski, the Chair of Anatomy and Pathology, as well as our speaker today. And Dr. Kenny Shepard, Associate Dean of Student Affairs. In addition, we have our student speaker, Chelsea Guarique, the JEB Student Government Association President. Additionally, participating in today's ceremony are the following programs: Doctor of Medicine, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, Master of Science in Biomedical Research, Master of Science in Biotechnology, Master of Science in Biotechnology with a concentration in medical cannabis therapeutics, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Health Informatics, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Science in Neuroscience, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences, Master of Administration in Justice-Involved Care, Doctor of Health Administration, Master of Public Health, and the Online Master of Public Health. At this time, if you are able, please stand for the Morehouse School of Medicine alma mater, SOAR, performed by Ms. Ida Munduru.
Solemnly, we are poised to pursue our journey to that privileged place. Humbly, we will answer to our call as we walk through these hallowed halls of home. For with our hearts will to serve by commitment, and with our minds built to solve mysteries. Though we seem bound for one endless destination, yet we will boldly spread our wings as we soar to the highest place of dreams. We will stand forever tall as we face the giants of life, then watch them fall. Bravely, we will fight to as we seek some earthly cure for all mankind. And as we stand on the shoulders of others who all have graced this noble place from ages past, we know with God on our side, we can boldly take our stride as we soar to the highest place of dreams. As we soar to the highest place of dreams. As we soar to the highest place of dreams. Soar, 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 soar.
We will continue with our processional. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. At this time, please join me in welcoming to the podium the chaplain of Morehouse School of Medicine, Reverend Dr. Marvin L. Crawford, who will lead us in the invocation.
Good morning. Great are the works of the Lord. They are pondered by all who delight in them. Let us pray, God of all beginnings, give of all good and perfect gifts, the creator of hope and the maker of progressive change. We, those whom you have knit together from the womb of Morehouse School of Medicine, simply come to give you thanks for this day of celebrating the beginning of the journey for those who are giving themselves to be learners at this place and this time in the history of Morehouse School of Medicine. We celebrate these learners who are giving themselves to learn to become leaders that will make a change in healthcare equity all across the world. And as we celebrate this day, give each learner the enthusiasm, the ability, the dreams to complete their studies. Give each faculty member renewed energy to teach and to reach those learners who may struggle along the way. Bless administrators. Give them, God, the ability to find the resources, to use the resources to bring forth our mission and our dream. And now, God, come, mighty God. Come with the joyful presence. Come, Almighty God, let us feel your love and let us fall in love again with your mission and your vision. Come, Almighty God, erase the doubts and give us fear, and give us faith. Come, Almighty God, come, God, remove the fear of failure and give us, God, the vision of success. Come, Almighty God, remove the chaos of our minds and give us peace that we can love one another and carry out your mission. It is in your name we pray. It is in your name we believe. That everybody say, amen. This now we will have our Star Spangled Banner by Miss Ida Honduras, and lift every voice and sing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Now, if you all will sing with me, lift every voice. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise loud as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
You all may take your seats. Thank you, Dr. Crawford, and thank you, Ms. Munduru. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice, President and CEO of Morehouse School of Medicine. It has been 9 years since Dr. Montgomery Rice was inaugurated, and she has been our leader and champion in our mission of advancing health equity, diversifying the health professional and scientific workforce, and addressing primary health care through programs in education, research, and service. We are especially excited to see how the Morehouse School of Medicine footprint continues to impact communities worldwide under Dr. Montgomery Rice's sure leadership. Dr. Montgomery Rice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and it is a beautiful morning. The rain has tried to stop us, but it didn't. And we are here all together. The medicine people, I think, may know something that some of us don't know. They have their mask on, but I'm sure that we are going to continually be blessed and not get the COVID. I'm sure that that's going to happen. We are so excited. 374 students. Give yourself a round of applause. And I want to take presidential privilege just to call out the numbers, particularly for those who doubted what was possible. 110 Doctor of Medicine students. 9 students of a Doctor of Philosophy and Biomedical Sciences. 6 students of a Master of Science in Biomedical Research. 27 online Master of Science in Biotechnology. 3 students of a Master's in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Clinical Research. 33 students of the online Master of Science in Health Informatics. 41 students in the Doctor of Health Administration. 34 students in the Master of Science in Medical Sciences. 2 students in the Master of Science in Neuroscience. 18 students in the Master of Public Health. 12 students in the Master of Administration and Justice Involved Care. 32 students of the Master of Science in Biotechnology with a concentration in medical cannabis therapeutics. 8 students online Master of Public Health, and 39 students Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. Give yourself a round of applause. For anyone who is confused, For anyone who is confused, and as Coco said, for anyone who tried, right, to put water on the fire, all you did was add gasoline. Morehouse School of Medicine is on a mission. And when you look around and see all of these young faces, some are maybe not so young, but all these faces, you understand what's possible when you have a dedicated faculty, dedicated set of administrators, dedicated staff, families who love you. Families who love you. Give your families a round of applause. I know that many of you wanted them to be here with you, but as you can see, we would not actually have had enough room. We would have had to have a lottery in order to determine who would be seated. And now at least all of them will get to see all of you in an equitable manner to receive your pen and your coats. And it will be well worth it. And there will be numerous times for them to come and spend this time with you. So thank you for your understanding as we grow. One day we may have an auditorium that will hold thousands. And I look forward to that time when we'll be able to welcome all of them at graduation. So thank you for understanding. We also have some special guests here today. We have Board of Trustees members. If any of them are here, would you please stand, please? Thank you, Dr. Frank Jones and Dr. Carrie Baer for being here. Dr. Frank Jones also serves as the president of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. Thank you so much for being here. I stand here today understanding that we're a COVID-19 pandemic, but that has not stopped us from having other guests who come. And I thought that we had some guests from one of our other institutions. Please stand up, our Micah institution people. It was in my script, one of the scripts it was in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. COVID-19 continues to do what COVID-19 is going to do, but it's not going to stop us because we are an institution that is committed to leading the creation of advancement of health equity to achieve health justice. And we know that this is a place where each of you are going to learn about public health issues, health disparities, and the ethical implications of healthcare decisions. We welcome you to this place where you are going to gain an understanding of research and practice, the importance of evidence-based medicine. We welcome you to a place where you will be given a comprehensive, meaningful medical school experience. And we say medical school, that's all encompassing. That's all 14-degree programs that are working collectively together so that you develop the knowledge and skills necessary to become successful physicians, scientists, public health leaders that will be able to elevate the value of care for those vulnerable patients and communities. We are committed to making your experience meaningful. We are committed to seeing you cross that stage. We are committed to embracing your aspirations so that you can become the leaders in this health and healthcare space, in this biomedical science research space, in this public health space that the world needs. We need each of you. Now, I know that all of our faculty are not here, but many are online. And so I'm going to ask our faculty to stand and be recognized. Please stand, faculty. Students, this is just an example. This is just an example, a sampling of the individuals whose job it is to guide you. And they take that role seriously. They understand the impact that they will have on your educational experience. Use them, seek them out, question them, challenge them. They are ready for you. This is why they are here. Please remain standing and be joined by the staff. Staff members, please stand. I am often quoted as saying that the learning environment that is created at Morehouse School of Medicine is not solely dependent upon the relationship between the faculty and the learner. Our staff play a tremendous role in creating this environment for you to excel. They will be the ones who will actually help you wipe your tears when things get a little stressful. They will be the ones who will have a Snickers bar underneath their desk, ready to comfort you. They will be the ones who will listen when you are complaining about that faculty member or being fearful about that test. They have been here. They understand. They've seen people just like you walk across that stage. Engage them, use them. This is their purpose. This is why they choose to work at Morehouse School of Medicine. And so to our faculty and staff, I said, thank you for all that you are doing. To our families and supporters, we are honored to have the privilege of educating and training those you care for the most, our new students. You can rest assured that we won't let you down. Students, it is my privilege to speak life into your experiences. There is no other place like Morehouse School of Medicine. And I proclaim you will be joining the ranks of the best, the brightest, physicians, scientists, public health leaders in health equity to achieve health justice. So please join me, guys, again in announcing our 374 incoming students with a round of applause. This is a joyous occasion, and now I would love to welcome to the podium Dr. Joseph Tyndall, our Executive Vice President for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine. Dr. Tyndall.
Good morning, and thank you, Dr. Montgomery Rice. I'll just say this to you, that I will not forget that number, 374 of you. How amazing. And as we reflected on stage in terms of the growth of Morehouse School of Medicine over the last decade, it's simply extraordinary. And now we have the privilege of partnering with you as you embark on your career with us, because this is indeed a celebration. So again, it's wonderful to see all of you together for this 39th Convocation and White Coat Pinning Ceremony here at Morehouse School of Medicine. And here we recognize all of you in this start of your career. You've chosen Morehouse School of Medicine as your academic home, to embark on courses of study that will one day soon provide you with the tools and the skills to enter the workforce as champions of our cause, as clinicians, as teachers, public health professionals, leaders in the creation and advancement of health equity, to achieve health justice. So I want to say thank you for choosing Morehouse School of Medicine as your place of study. Thank you for investing your future in us and for making the decisions that this institution of higher learning will be your life partner during this journey ahead. Now, we all recognize that this investment is not small. It takes sacrifice, oftentimes very deep sacrifice. And so it's important as we think about this commitment that I also we also think about how you thank your families, your friends, your benefactors, and so many others who've joined with you, who sacrificed with you to get you to this milestone and will be with you in the achievement of success. I know they've been the bedrock of supporting you, and I know they will continue to support you for so much longer. So it was very clear that hard work and sacrifice is clearly important, and I'm just thrilled that you've decided to spend the time with us doing this. Convocation here at Morehouse School of Medicine is a gathering to recognize and celebrate the beginning of the academic journey with us. So I want you to take a good look around you. Take a good look around you. You're indeed a member of a Morehouse School of Medicine family. This is your community. Your supporters, your friends, your collaborators for life. It is true. You will learn from each other. You will depend upon each other. This is your community. Take advantage of this opportunity of fellowship that this atmosphere of family will provide for you. I ask you to be present with each other here at Morehouse School of Medicine. To faculty here at Morehouse School of Medicine, recognize that these students presented here have invested their careers in us. And as leaders of our faculty body, I pledge on your behalf that we will serve, we will support, we will mentor the student body to success with all our minds, all our hearts, all our soul, and all our talent. And to all of you students at Morehouse School of Medicine, as you hear your name called and as you rise to receive your coat, jackets, and pins, I want you to take a moment to think deeply about what you have accomplished so far, but of course, what you will soon be accomplishing. So again, I welcome you to Morehouse School of Medicine. This is a time of celebration. This is a time of commitment. It's a time of hard work. It's also a time of joy. And we're investing in you because we trust you with our future. So thank you for being here. So this time, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Chelsea Nadiki, who is the president of the JEBS Student Government Association. So again, thank you again, and welcome, Chelsea.
Good morning. And welcome to Morehouse School of Medicine's 39th Fall Convocation Ceremony. My name is Chelsea Wadike, and I serve as your 2023-2024 JEBS SGA President. This is such a monumental occasion, so I made sure I wore my hair pulled back so the camera can get me at all of my good angles. Honestly, aside from looking at the crisp white coats and blue blazers, I'm also making sure I do not fall out of my heels and sprain my ankle again. I am so happy to be a part of your ceremony, and I view it as an honor. I struggled with creating the perfect speech for the ceremony. Like most students, I procrastinated a smidge. And I also did not want to have a dramatic scene of ripping up a speech like in the old 2000s romantic comedies. My biggest obstacle was making sure you remembered something from my words and use it after the ceremony. So here's my best to you all. Today, you officially become part of something bigger than these buildings found at 720 Westview Drive. Today, you become part of a community. Now, I know you've heard the analogies about family day in and day out, but let me paint the picture of the Morehouse School of Medicine family. You attend a school where you will meet classmates that will be with you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Some will become your dearest friend, partners in crime. Some will push you out of your comfort zone. And some will create special traditions with you, like grocery shopping and going to eat Indian food afterwards. You will have faculty or staff who will make sure that you know there's an event with free food because you decided that you were too tired to cook at home. You will meet people who pray for you before your exams to ease your anxiety so you can recall the knowledge that you gained from your countless hours of studying. Program and course directors will speak your name in rooms that you never thought you could step in or even heard of to make sure that you have a foot in the door. You even have a president and a dean who work diligently to progress your school and build a legacy for its future. But just like any family, we don't always agree. We sometimes disagree. But here at MSM, you can do so respectfully and have your voices heard. A family works together to ensure the well-being of its members, and that is what you will find here at Morehouse School of Medicine. That is why I chose Morehouse School of Medicine. I chose a place where I could grow amidst encouragement and reassurance. Whenever I felt defeated, I knew I would have a hug or tough love to keep me going. Sometimes I am stubborn, so I need a little bit more than gentle guidance. I found a place where people care about me and will also care about you. Your success here is dependent on a few things. Number one, you must be dedicated. You have to give your time and honest effort here at Morehouse School of Medicine. Things will not be handed to you because you are a student. You must want it for yourself. Number two, you must be willing to ask for help when you need it. It's okay not to be the perfect student. Your professors understand that. Don't let your pride, fear, or ego stand in the way of assessing resources that you need. Number three, you must be resilient. This is easier said than done. Pushing past obstacles can feel like a never-ending battle, but it will be okay. Believe that you will make it through and trust that you will be better in the end. I hope no one has nodded off yet. I'll be done soon. There's one last request I would like from you all. I'm not going to ask you to reflect on the trials and tribulations that you went through to get here. What I would like for you all to do is enjoy the triumphs of the present. Reflect on the fact that you are meant to be here and no one can take that away from you. Reflect on seeing your friends sitting in the same row as you, probably making inside jokes and laughing behind programs. Reflect on your families watching from whatever part of the world and being so proud of your accomplishments. Most importantly, reflect on yourself. Congratulate yourself. Be proud of yourself. No one else took your journey but you, and it landed you here in this very moment. I hope something I have said stays with all of you for the rest of your educational endeavors. This day is about your new chapter. Take pictures, be happy, create memories. Congratulations on your convocation and welcome to our family. Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. I love seeing our students evolve with wisdom. Thank you for sharing that. So important. It is our time in the program where we are going to recognize our merit scholars. The recipients are listed on page 28 and 29. And Dr. Bradley will come and recognize these exemplary scholars. And I want to take a moment, though, to recognize some individuals and organizations who I hope are listening online, who make many of our scholarships possible. Individuals such as Miss Billy Suber Aaron and her late husband, Hank Aaron, Dr. John Lippman for creating the Dr. Earl Lippman Endowment in honor of his father, our own board chairman, Arthur Collins, and his wife, Seela, whose contributions fund the Arthur R. Collins Honor Scholarship. Others like Dr. Bess Jones, one of our early MSM alumnus, who continues to give back in support of our students in her time and her presence and her dollars. Then there are organizations like UPS, whose contributions created the UPS Foundation Scholarship, or the Coca-Cola Scholarship that supports our Coca-Cola Medical Scholars Awards, the Bloomberg Foundation, who provided a transformational gift in 2020 of over $26.4 million, the Tomei Scholarship Foundation, whose generous gift last year established the Tomei Scholars Fund, and the list goes on and on. And our development team, along with myself and the dean and other leaders, are out there every day trying to identify new additional scholarships to help with your educational debt. We're identifying support to help with the establishment of the newly announced David Satcher Global Health Equity Institute. Yesterday, we received an award of $2 million to begin to endow that program. Thank you. That's just the beginning. It's a lot of work, but it's worth every moment because we get to see you realize your dreams. Now, for you who are watching at home, you can help to continue the Morehouse School of Medicine legacy by making an online donation, www.msm.edu, and hit donate. That gift will allow us to educate future generations of medical students, of biomedical scientists, of public health leaders, or those who are on a pathway, like our Doctor of the Health Administration students who are already out there in the workforce, but believe that they can add more. This is what this is about. This is what it will take for us to lead the creation and advancement of health equity to achieve health justice. So we thank all of those who have supported our scholars and who believe in the work that we do here at Morehouse School of Medicine. Dr. Bradley, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Montgomery Rice, and a special thank you to all of our donors and supporters. Our merit scholarships are awarded to students who display exceptional scholastic ability as evidenced in their academic performance. These include scholarships awarded for up to 4 years and are conditional upon the students maintaining high academic standards during their period of matriculation. When I call your name, you may stand and be recognized. We are going to start with the MSM Presidential Scholar Awards that are awarded to qualifying medical students. Robert Agobia, Tanya Austin, Yulia Bradino, Lauren Bryant, Sydney Ferguson, Michaela Gladney, Prema Kalapali, Monique Latif, Joel Martin, Asia McWhorter, Zion Moore, Mohammed Newman, Asia Peoples, Erica Pooler, and Brianna Snowball. Thank you. Next, we have MSM Merit Scholarships awarded to these qualifying MD students. Burdaughter Adorqua, Krishan Alexander, Megan Alexander, John Atella, William Butt, Stephen Daniels, Cecilia Delmer, Nyla Griffith, Hadaya Hawk, Piper Harper, Brianna Hayden, Keisha Hyacinth, Joshua Jones, Skylar Jones, I'm sorry, Skylar Joseph, Sharday King, Alexis Kitchens, Rihanna Maloney, Jordan Martin, Kimberly Mullings, David Murray, Richard Wakama, Chidaalu Okoli, Rebecca Deborah Oluwanyomi, Oluwabasayo Oyewole, Ose Peko, Akira Palm, Michelle Presme, Angel Sims, Russell Solomon, Matthew Suarez, Suha Sultan, Chanel Tage, Tiffany Tolbert, Demetria Walker, Jaron Whitehead, Megan Wise, Toby Wargren, and John Woody. This year, we present the Women with Heart Scholarships to 2 deserving MD students. They are Sama Nabi and Sarah Thomas. MSM Merit Scholarships are awarded to these qualifying PA students. And once again, you can stand to be recognized. Emmanuel Burns, Joseph DeJeeve, Quincy Goodwin, Haley Greenan, Ashley Hagan, Brittany Hall, Brandon Harper, Jasmine Jalali Yazdi, Dongson Kang, Patricia Kirabo, Ligeria Lacey, Arlita Lawson, Krishna Lewis, Brianna Nesbeth, Cameron Nichols, Kayla Oriomi, Marcel Perez, Patience Sellers, Helen Shustari, and Taylor Tony. Thank you. The Arthur and Selah Collins MPH Endowed Scholarship goes to qualifying MPH students. This year's recipient is Mario Stampley III. Please stand. Next, we have the Janet M. Blumenthal Memorial Endowed Scholarship that goes to qualifying MPH students. This year's recipients are Kendall Allen, Naja Davis, Kirsten Francis, Jennifer Moore, and Brandon Vincent. The recipient of the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority Scholarship MPH program is Gabrielle Ford. Next, our presidential scholars from our MPH program: Asia Fulton, Ryan Hewlin, Coffrey Jameson, and Marion Stampley III. Now for our Graduate Education in Biomedical Sciences Presidential Scholarships from the MSBR program. Valencia Baxter, Lauren Jones, Prentice Marshall, Salim Stewart. Thank you. Next, we have merit scholarships awarded to those qualifying online program students, and this will encompass MSHI and MSBT students. Taisha Clancy, Travis Copeland, Imani Rogers, Dinah Jean-Pierre, Sarah Malise, Anya Moore, Ashley Moorer, Augustine Obinali, Kendall Relaford, Jaleel Russell, and Midia Chuafe. Thank you. Our presidential scholars from the MSMS program. Kelly Adike, Chanel Angbo Dawitan, Mateen Bahaman Abdi, Imani Carnegie, Angelica De Matas, Jillian Harris, Taylor Harris, Brianna Hodges, Harlem Murray, Kayla Posley, Ajiman Esther Sato, Lauren Stern, Cameron Tillman, Craig Terrell Roby, Zakora Udiakbal, Olivia Walker, and Gabrielle Washington. Finally, we have our scholars in the graduate education and clinical research, and these scholarships are awarded to Dr. Shaukat Ali, Dana Battle, Nolan Stubbs, Dr. Altalisha Taylor, and Dr. Christopher Valanco. Congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients.
Thank you, Dr. Bradley. Another round of applause, please, for those scholarship recipients. You guys are amazing and make us proud. Now, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce to you our convocation speaker, and I know he's no stranger to any of us, Dr. Lawrence Winiski, currently the chair and professor in the Department of Pathology and Anatomy. He has served at Morehouse School of Medicine since 1983. And when he joined the institution as assistant professor in what was then called the Department of Anatomy, Dr. Winiski became chair of the current MSM Department of Pathology and Anatomy in 2014, where he is also now a professor. Dr. Winiski earned a bachelor's degree in biological sciences from California State University at Fullertown, a master's degree in biological sciences with an emphasis on ecology and systematic biology at San Francisco State University, and his doctorate in anatomy, focusing on functional and evolutionary morphology from the University of Illinois Medical Center in Chicago. His postgraduate training includes work at the University of Illinois Medical Center in Chicago, the University of Michigan, the State University of Groningen, actually in the Netherlands. And he also spent a sabbatical year as a visiting professor in the Emory University School of Medicine Department of Cell Biology. During his long tenure at Morehouse School of Medicine, Dr. Winiski has taught dozens of courses to students in the Doctor of Medicine and Graduate Education in Biomedical Sciences, the JEPS programs, and has been frequently acknowledged with faculty appreciation and excellence in teaching awards. He's played an integral role in the development of courses for the School of Medicine students and residents, and has served the institution in dozens of committees, including a current appointment to the Leadership Council. Dr. Winiski also mentors Morehouse School of Medicine students and the next generation of healthcare and scientific scholars in the Metro Atlanta K-12 schools. He's a member of several professional societies, including the American Association for Anatomy, the American Association of Clinical Anatomists, the International Association of Medical Science Educators, and the International Brain Research Organization, and the World Federation of Neuroscientists, and the International Society for Vertebrate Morphology. Please welcome to the stage and to the podium one of Morehouse School of Medicine's most distinguished members of faculty, Dr. Lawrence E. Winiski.
Okay. There's the keyboard. I need a few minutes for somebody to come up and give me a tutorial on how to drive this thing. No. When Dr. Montgomery Rice invited me to give this address, she told me I had 10 minutes to talk about anything I wanted to talk about. I'm not sure how, I remembered that. I'm not sure how I'll do on the 10 minutes. I'll try to keep it tight and brief. But as far as the anything I want to talk about part of things, I'm going to focus on a couple of themes, a couple of aspects of things here. Pretty much everything revolving around the ideas of beginnings and changes. Let's see. But to start with, let's get some definitions in place. So, geezer, geezers is the plural. These are real words. Usually referring to an old man or a woman, usually an older man over 60 years old. I do qualify for that part of these things. There are some other roughly synonymous words that go along with geezer. You can think about things such as coot, codger, curmudgeon, biddy, oddball, eccentric. I kind of like all of those. So I have been here for 40 plus years. So I'm not the oldest geezer in the store, but I am in the top echelon of geezers. So I came here actually in the summer of 1983, before most of you were around. And but the lesser known part of that I always work into my own memory bank of things here is that actually I first came to Morehouse School of Medicine in 1980. So it was added 3 years onto that, really. And so I was finishing my doctoral degree. I was looking for a job, of course. Had an interview here at the Morehouse School of Medicine. Got a job offer to come down here. I was all set to come in 1980, but sure enough, change and beginning things started coming in, and I had an opportunity to go to the Netherlands for a year and study there, and that was just too much to pass up, even with the promise of a real job at that time, and always stayed in touch with the people here at Morehouse, and we kept in touch over the years, and one thing led to another and to another and to another, but eventually I did come here. I found my way here, so it's Depending on how you look at things, I'm either officially here for 40 years or unofficially here for maybe 43, 44 years. I'm not sure which one of those is more frightening to me. So back in 1980, let's see, here we go. Back in 1980, let's see, let's work that way. I even have a, oops, oh, don't look at that one yet. Don't look at that one yet. Well, so much for 40 years. So back in 1980, when I did first come here, these two photographs are from our archives. And before I forget, I want to thank Dr. Roland Wellmacher in the library for some of these archival photos that he was able to locate for me. So the campus that we are sitting in right now, was this big open field in 1980. There was no Morehouse School of Medicine on this city block. If you look at this photo on the left, oops, God, I just can't keep away from it. I can't get the mouse out from underneath here. It's just caught on something. Well, I wanted to use the pointer. Yeah. Oh, we'll work our way through it. Okay, thanks. Okay. So, God. This is going every bit as smoothly as I had rehearsed it today. So right over here, right down in here, where this little building is with the pointer on it, that's the intersection of Lee Street and Westview Drive. So we're looking right over here. And that little building right there was a small two-story tin building that we romantically referred to as the Tin Building. And that was the research hub of the Morehouse School of Medicine at the time. That's where our research enterprise was located. And this old tree right in here is right about where the statue of Henry Aaron stands right now. Okay. These two gentlemen walking across this big empty lot that had nothing on it, on the left is Lou Sullivan, on the right is Hugh Gloucester. And they were taking a tour of what was to be the medical school property. And of course, on the right here, we have this sign that was up on the property. So this is, the sign is as if you were standing basically where the parking deck is now. And if you're looking down across toward Westview Drive, which is back here where that car is driving along there. So this big empty lot. And the plan here was that this building that was about to go up under construction was, as the sign says, the future site of the Basic Medical Sciences Building. But notice that it was the School of Medicine at Morehouse College. It was not the Morehouse School of Medicine at that time. So when the school began, we had an affiliation, a tight connection with Morehouse College. And we actually started as the School of Medicine at Morehouse College, rather than a freestanding independent medical school. And also at that time, we had a 2-year curriculum at that time in the medical curriculum. So students would come in, they would do their first 2 years of basic sciences, they would take the step 1 examination, and then the school had a series of contracts with a variety of schools around the nation, and our students would then move to another school to do their clinical training for 3rd and 4th years, and then would graduate from that school rather than from the Morehouse School of Medicine. So it was a scenic route that our students were taking to get their medical degrees at that time. So what did we do then in terms of where were we teaching? We had our tin building, but there wasn't really any teaching going on in there. And so now finally, I get to, so this building here on the right, the old brick building is Sale Hall. This is one of the oldest buildings on the campus of Morehouse College. And we basically worked out of Sale Hall for the first several years we were there. And when I came to do my job interview and so forth, right in that room right there, over there was a small seminar room. That's where I did my first job interview with the Morehouse School of Medicine faculty. And I do want to clarify one thing specifically. The photograph on the left here is not how I dressed for my first job interview. This is a photograph of the same approximate time that I interviewed, but it was not the decorum of such. Okay. So that's from 1980, whoever that guy used to be. Okay. Unbeknownst to us, very close to that time, just a little bit before the time when I came down here for my first interview, there was a young woman graduating, who had graduated recently from Southwest High School in the place of Macon, Georgia, of all places. And that, and that young lady had a destiny of an intersection with the Morehouse School of Medicine as well. And so at that point, we're up to about 1980 at this point. And then if we skip up to 1983, when I came officially and actually started as an assistant professor here, the Gloucester building, the photograph in the upper left here, the Gloucester building had been completed and was open. The Gloucester building was the only building on the campus for the Morehouse School of Medicine at that time, the first and only building on the campus. And the class photo that you're looking at here on the lower right is I'd like to call it my first class. That was the first medical class that entered when I came here formally in 1983. 35 students at that time, 35 brave young students willing to take on the chance of starting their medical careers at the largest medical school in Southwest Atlanta. And I'm sure that Dr. Montgomery Rice would be interested to recall that at that time in 1983, class of 35 and so forth, the plan at that time was that we were going to cap our medical class at 60. So we've basically doubled on that projection of things. And also at that time, the MD program was the only program on campus. All we had was that initial class of 35. There were no other academic programs in existence here. We had graduate students who worked with faculty here, but those graduate students were all students of the Atlanta University Center. They were not students enrolled at the Morehouse School of Medicine in any kind of graduate programs. So it was a small, hardcore group of pioneers back in 1983. And then If we look later in the same year, so by the back steps here at the Morehouse School of Medicine, it says 1984. It was the spring of 84, so it's really the 83, 84 academic year. It's the same time my first year here. There aren't too many familiar faces left for you to identify on this picture, hence the geezer title on things. There's Dr. Lou Sullivan over here on the far left. Right next to him, some of you have met Dr. Ken Lowe. Looking in there. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Look at all that hair. And let's see, where else we go? Oh, another one with lots. Come here. Used to have lots of hair too. There's Dr. Schreederan right there. And next to him is Dr. Paulson, getting all teary-eyed. Yeah. And then I'm hiding in the back row back in there, dressed very much the way I am today. And things. When I still was being told that I'm supposed to wear a necktie to all dressy kinds of events. Anyway, that was our faculty at that time. This picture doesn't have all of our faculty at that time, but it was an opportune time to take a faculty photo and see where we were going with things. So if we look at this campus map, which is not that old, but what I want you to recognize on this map when you look at it is that building B here, the Hugh Gloucester building, remember that was the first and only building on campus for some time. Everything else that you see on this map, except for building H over here, which is the Harris building, which is on its way into posterity as well. But everything else on this big city block in here didn't exist at that time. Most of this was still that great big old empty field out there. We had the Gloucester building where the parking deck is indicated over here now was just a big gravel and mud hillside. If you think the rain yesterday was fun trying to walk along sidewalks, you should try running across a gravel slope to get to your car when it's pouring rain and something like that. But anyway, so we've got all of that, but changes kept coming. Changes kept coming very quickly. Growth kept happening very quickly. Change, opportunities, new beginnings all the time. These photographs again over here. Again, here's the Gloucester building. Our second building going up here, the MEB, which came along pretty soon. Notice here, this was our first paved parking lot. Dr. Montgomery Rice has a real soft spot for issues dealing with parking and parking spaces. But this was our first paved lot, and unbelievably, you could always get a parking spot. The parking lot exceeded our capacities for our giant student body and small but dedicated faculty and things. And then over here we've got later, when the campus, at least building wise, was pretty much established. We had a real parking deck in place where you can't always get a parking spot anymore. Again, constant change, constant growth, constant adapting to the world around us. We've come up again with all our changes. The Aaron Pavilion is here now, and then obviously what's going on around us and behind us over here is the beginning of the Calvin Smyrie Center, which is on its way up. So a lot's happened in 40 years around campus here. So we didn't stop at 60. Okay, there's our my first group of 35 medical students. Here we are now. You can't count these two guys in the middle, in the front here. they're always photobombing something, trying to get in. But here we are at what, 115 this year? I think, 115 this year? Yeah, okay. We were tickling 120 last couple of years. They're still coming. Yeah. Dr. Montgomery Rice has already gone through the numbers of all of the programs that we have developed over the years and what we have now, and the great variety of things. I was only able to get a few pictures, current pictures of first year groups, so please forgive me for the pictures that aren't here and the individuals and programs that aren't in my little quick list here, but we've got the medical class, you know, the PA class, the MPH class right here, big JEBS class, you got the MSMS class in here, and the MSCR, MSBR, Masters in Neuroscience, PhD students, and an almost innumerable array of distance learning related kinds of programs that we have going now. So again, you know, what did you say? 374 was the number? Wow, that's staggering, really. And when you think about it, in 40 years for the institution to have grown from an incoming class of only 35 medical students to a student body of almost 400 now, that's an astounding accomplishment and astounding growth for the institution. And so the Morehouse School of Medicine has always been characterized by its new beginnings and its ongoing change. And so here we are, all of us here together at this constantly moving intersection of beginnings and changes. I've been here for over 40 years, and my beginnings and changes are slowing down, but certainly not ending at this point. You've been here for just a few months. Your beginnings and changes are accelerating faster than you know what to do with them for many of you. But there's a lot of acceleration going on here. You have so much change, so much beginning going on, and that's going to continue for all of you. So I know you've been hearing these terms and phrases a lot, especially recently, but it is true that this is only the start for all of you. And what you've been doing to this point is just the introduction to what's to come for you. Today's a great day. This is the formal beginning of your new careers in biomedical sciences, in modern healthcare. This is the beginning of your next 40 years in association with the Morehouse School of Medicine. Because surprise, surprise, graduation doesn't end this relationship for you. Right, Frank? Okay. So Dr. Frank Jones will be staying in close touch with all of you, checking on who's where they're supposed to be and so forth. But the point to remember is that we are all in this together for the long haul, for the long run. And you have to keep that in mind in tough times and pleasant and happy times as well. So remember today for the special thing that it really is. Recognize and revel in the fact that you're on top of the world today. It's all yours. And this is one of those times when you really get to just sit back and relax, take it easy, and feel good about yourselves. You don't have to press and do anything. You don't have to put any pressure on yourselves. Just feel good about yourselves because you've done a lot of good stuff and you deserve it. Okay? So humor me for the next minute or so here. What I'd like you to do is, all of you, look to the side, look to each side of where you're sitting, and look at who's sitting next to you. Okay? Now, you've been here You've been here a few months. Some of you at this point may not yet know everybody in your own program class. It takes a while to get to know names and get to know people. But look at the people sitting on each side of you. Those of you sitting on the aisle, you have to do, as they say in Washington, you have to work across the aisle. And as soon as we finish today, as soon as we break up and get out of here today, what I want you to do is remember who you were sitting next to, okay? And write down their names. Write it on the program for today, write it down on a piece of paper, whatever. Write down their names. Take that piece of paper and save it. Put it someplace safe where it won't disappear, where it won't fall apart in the laundry and so forth. But save that piece of paper. 40 years from today, 40 years from today, or at whatever time you may need it before 40 years, and you're allowed to do this multiple times. But 40 years from today for sure, pull out that piece of paper and look at it and remember how good a day today is. Just remember how really good a day things are today. And again, remember how good a day it was for your neighbors, for the people sitting on each side of you as well. But remember today. Okay. And remember also the old geezer who told you to save that piece of paper and then pull it out 40 years later and remember what you were doing at that time. So my 40 years at MSM has encompassed profound personal changes and often wildly unexpected beginnings, such as becoming chair of the Department of Pathology and Anatomy. And so I have a question for all of you. I'm going to wrap up here with just a couple of things. A question for you all, and that is, how will each of you deal with the beginnings and the changes that you're encountering now and that you will continue to encounter through your careers? And so I have also a charge to you. The speaker is supposed to be able to give the class a charge. Basically, this is your homework assignment from me. And I think this homework assignment will answer the question about how are you going to deal with change and so forth. And the answer is continue to begin and continue to change and embrace beginning anew and embrace the opportunities of change. But always remember who you are and where you've come from. And always remember how good a day today is. Okay. This is my grandson, the little guy in the middle of things here. And some of my changes are going to be to spend a lot more time with my grandson. I don't know who the other two characters are in this slide. I found these pictures on the internet, and they looked like they had something to do with change on things. Okay. Congratulations to all of you. All the best of success to all of you. I know you're all going to achieve great things, and you're going to go far. Excuse me. That was actually just. So anyway, congratulations. Let's get those white coats on.
Dr. Winiski. Folks, I just want to say a few things really quickly. Dr. Wineski, it's been very clear, I think, to all of us, and I hope I reflect this, and I want to say thank you, because what you put in front of us is not just a history of Morehouse School of Medicine that many of us have not seen, but also a history of dedication to Morehouse School of Medicine that has just been amazing. I want to say thank you for everything you've done for all of us. Please give them another hand of applause. So now this time, we begin our convocation ceremony and pinning ceremony that will be. Every student here will participate in these honors by donning their white coat or blue blazer with a pin. And we will begin by acknowledging the students in their learning groups. So Dr. Bradley, if you may please.
Thank you, Dean Tindo, and thank you, Dr. Wineski. I wanted to just quickly acknowledge one additional MD Merit Scholarship recipient, Jessica Velasquez. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to recognize our MD Knowledge Learning community, faculty, mentors assisting our students. Please stand and proceed to the stage as I call your name, Dr. Khadijah Johnson and Dr. Jared Lockhart. Students, proceed to the stage as I call your name. Tanya Austin. Ashley Epro. Boston Cooper III. Stephen Daniels. Skylar Joseph. Monique Latif. Joel Martin. Namso Nwanzi. And Angel Sims. We're going to have Dr. Erica Sutton join us on stage for coding. Ladies and gentlemen, you may put on your white coats. Thank you, thank you. We're going to get this picture. Congrats. Oh, one more. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Congratulations. The next students are part of the Innovation Learning community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, please proceed to the stage when I call your name, Dr. Indrajit Chowdhury and Ms. Carla Durham Walker. Students, you may proceed to the stage as I call your name. John Atella. Bradford Grant. Nyla Griffith. Taylor James. Prema Kalapali. Rayana Maloney. Erica Pooler. Suha Sultan. Tiffany Tolbert. and Jordan Worrell. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Our next group of students represents the Compassion Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students are Dr. John Patrickson and Dr. Timitope Akinyeme. Students, you can proceed to the stage as I call your name. Ogochukwu Akune, Brenda Ruth Mimba, Gerald Moore II, Cyan Patterson, Saring Shola, Caitlin Simmons, Yag Vakani, Demetria Walker, and David Richard Woodson. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Our next group of students represent the Wisdom Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, please proceed to the stage as I call your name. Dr. James McCoy and Dr. Angela Wimes. Wisdom Learning Community students, Megan Alexander, Lauren Bryant, Sydney Ferguson, Piper Harper, Jacoby McCrae, David Murray, Michael Opare Adu, S. Jacqueline Small, and F.J. Will. You may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Our next group of students represent the Excellence Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students are Dr. Carrie Roth-Baer and Dr. Aisha Khoury. Students, please proceed as I call your name. Christina Andrade, Corey Atkins, Seth Heinrichsen, Julian Hilton, Sharday King, Sama Nabi, Brianna Snowball, Faiza Syed, and Jessica Wright. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Our next group of students represent the leadership learning community. Faculty assisting our students, Dr. Amy Lovejoy Mork, Dr. Carmen Dickinson Copeland, and Dr. Norberto Foss. Students, please stand and proceed to the stage as I call your name. I know you're standing. Kara Barclay, Yulia Bradino, William Butt, Alexis Kitchens, Rebecca Deborah Olorunyomi, Osei Peko, Matthew Suarez, Savannah Wyndham, and Megan Wise. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Our next group of students represent the Integrity Learning Community. Faculty mentors are Dr. Kimberly Redding and Dr. Sarah Green. Please come on stage. Students, proceed to the stage as I call your name. Birddaughter Adarkwa, Cameron Benton, Cecilia Delmer, Hadia Hawk, Asia McWhorter, Mame Ya Asu Afosu Tinkerang, Evan Richards, Jaron Whitehead, and John Woody. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Our next group of students represent the service learning community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, Dr. Janice Abraham and Dr. Rigobert Lapou. Students, proceed to the stage as I call your name. Robert Gogovia, David Aka, Michael Amin, Desiree Demore, Eiley Fisher, Brianna Hayden, Richard Wakama, Olua Boseyo Oyewole, Nia Patel, and Ashley Tunson. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Our next group of students represent the commitment learning community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, Dr. Lee Kaplan and Dr. Paula Adamson. Please proceed to the stage. Students, you may proceed to the stage as I call your name. Ismail Ahmed, Daria Anderson, Karina Dalal, Michaela Gladney, Nicole Hernandez, Axel Giovanni Comlin, Kimberly Mullings, Chidaalu Okoli, Chanel Tage. Students, you may put on your white coats. Let me get a picture. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Next, we have our Discovery Learning Community. Faculty members assisting will be Dr. Jalal Ghali, Dr. Latasha Bogues, and Dr. Tennille Leek Johnson. Students, please proceed as I call your name. Jude Anim, Keisha Hyacinth, Courtney Jeffers, Robin Jones, Mohammed Newman, Joy Onwunzuligbo, Ayasia Peoples, Kirti Rao, and William Smith. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations. Our next group of students represent the equity learning community. Faculty mentors assisting our students will be Dr. Gail Maddox and Dr. Austin Chan, preceptors of that, mentors for our learning community. Students, you will proceed to the stage as I call your name. Hafsa Atahabi. Yazan Bucci. Gabrielle Ford. Joshua Jones. Ave Cluje. Nura Coney Larea. Jay Pan. Michelle Presme. Sarah Thomas. And Toby Wagrin. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Our next group of MD students represent the inclusion learning community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, Dr. Valerie David, Dr. Eba, and Dr. Jessica Miller. Please come to the stage. Students, please proceed to the stage as I call your name. Krishan Alexander. Tyler Everett. Jordan Martin. Zion Moore. Akira Palm. Ashley Placencia. Russell Solomon. Cristo Uwazi, and Jessica Velasquez. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Thank you, MDs. Now we've come to the most important element of the white coat ceremony, the oath that our students take in front of family, school leadership, and peers to acknowledge their commitment to the highest standards of professional and ethical behavior in our central obligation of caring for the patient. The medical student oath to service and responsibility is printed in your program on page 30. Dr. Martha Elks, the Senior Associate Dean for Educational Affairs, will lead the oath.
Thank you. Good morning. I ask the MD students to turn to page 30 and stand so that we can read the oath that we reflected on in class. We'll take a moment as the last group gets into their places. Let us begin. As I begin study of medicine, I do solemnly swear by that which I hold most sacred, that my efforts will be focused on the ultimate goal of serving my future patients, Toward this end, I will conscientiously and cooperatively work with my peers and professors in learning the art and science of medicine. I will regard the patients whom I will encounter in my training as fellow human beings and will do everything in my power to preserve their dignity. I will not compromise myself nor endanger the welfare of my future patients by employing unworthy methods in the pursuit of my education. I pledge to perform to the best of my ability and to engage in continuous self-evaluation in an effort to address my limitations. I will never hesitate to call upon the assistance of others when indicated. I recognize that the study of medicine is a lifelong responsibility. I pledge to continue to educate myself through my career and to constantly engage in a critical reexamination of myself as a rational, emotional, and spiritual human being. Welcome to the Morehouse family. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Elks. We will now proceed to our Physician Assistant Studies program. Before we get started with their learning communities, I did want to acknowledge an additional PA Merit Scholar, Tarek Abdelnabi. To start, we recognize the PA Leadership Learning Community, faculty mentors assisting our students, Dr. Allison Ermal, Dr. Christopher Irvin, and Professor Diane Griggs, and we may have some additional faculty members as well. And of course, Dr. Pangela Dawson. All right. Students, please proceed to the stage as I call your name. Daryl Bruce. Raven Crowder. Joseph DeJeeve. Yetta Glass. Arletta Lawson. Krishna Lewis. Brianna Nesbitt. Helena Quist. Chadrick Richardson. And Caitlin Sinnott. Thank you, everyone. PA students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Next, we will recognize our Justice Learning Community with additional faculty mentors, Dr. Donnie Ard, Professor Ebony Blackman, and Professor Sharon Rachel. We're on stage. Students, please proceed to the stage as I call your name. Summer Blake. Alexis Blount. Olufunmilayo Daadu. Ashley Hagan. Brittany Hall. Devin Herman. Jasmine Jalali Yazdi. Dong Sin Kang. Danielle Moore, and Cameron Nichols. PA students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. We will now recognize the PA Service Learning Community, faculty mentors, Professor Stephanie Banks, Dr. Carletta Demps, and Professor Hannah May. Students, you may proceed to the stage as I call your name. Tarek Abdelnabi, Brittany Amadi, Jasmine Clark, Haley Greenan, Brandon Harper, Ligeria Lacey, Marcel Perez, Helen Shustari, and Taylor Tony. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, students. You may return to your seats. Now we recognize our final PA learning community, the Honor Learning Community. Faculty members, faculty mentors are Professor Crystal Moon, Professor Sharon Rachel, and Dr. Young Mercado. Students, please proceed to the stage as I call your name. Stephanie Bouvet, Deja Booker, Emmanuel Burns, Arnisha Clark, Quincy Goodwin, Lorraine Jean-Baptiste, Patricia Kiribo, Kayla Oriomi, Patience Sellers, and Dale Williams. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Now we come to a vital part of our ceremony, the oath that our students take in front of their family, school leadership, and peers to acknowledge their commitment to the highest standards of professional and ethical behavior while caring for the patient. The physician assistant professional oath is printed in your program on page 30. Dr. Pangela Dawson, Physician Assistant Studies Program Director, will lead the oath.
Good afternoon. This never gets old. I invite any of the physician assistants who are watching in the audience to stand and take the oath with us. I'll ask the new students, the class of 2025, congratulations to you, to turn to page 30 and recite the PA oath with me. We'll begin. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold my primary responsibility, the health, safety, and welfare and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will hold equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to the improved community. I will respect my professional relationships with the physician. I will share and expand knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity upon my honor. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Dr. Dawson. We will now proceed to our graduate education in biomedical sciences, or JEB students. JEBs includes students in the Master of Science in Biomedical Research program, Master of Science in Biotechnology, Master of Science in Biotechnology with a concentration in medical cannabis therapeutics, Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Health Informatics, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Science in Neuroscience, and the Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences learning communities. We will start off with the Master of Science in Biomedical Research learning community. The faculty mentor, Dr. Danita Eatman-Daniels, please come to the stage. We have additional faculty as well joining Dr. Eatman-Daniels on stage. Students, please proceed to the stage as I call your name. Valencia Baxter. Lauren Jones. Brianna Lane. Diana Levasseur. Prentice Marshall. And Salim Stewart. Students, you may put on your coats. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Our next students represent the online Master of Science in Biotechnology learning community. Faculty mentors include Dr. Hemant Bid and Dr. Angelita Howard. Please come to the stage. Students, you may proceed to the stage as I call your name. Charlie Adams. Jennifer Boyer, Jeffrey Bryant, Kiana Clark, Miguel Uriste, Kiera Gabriel, Jaslyn Gales, Yolanda Greer, and Jordan Jackson. We'll split this group up as it's a larger group. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Continuing with the MSBT learning community, Shrestha Janu. Please proceed to the stage. Ashley Moore. Impressed Mohammed. Augustine Obinali. Olayinka Oladele. Ashley Omiji. Holly Omiji. Anari Pride. Leanna Riddick. And Kendall Relaford. You may put on your white coats. Congratulations. You may return to your seat. The last group in this learning community, we have Dynasty Smith, Kelsey Smiley, Cameron Sorhendo, Marie Chuafe, and Shahira Yancey. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations. Our next group of students represents the Masters of Science in Biotechnology with a concentration in medical cannabis therapeutics learning community. Faculty mentors assisting are on stage, Dr. Hamad Bid and Dr. Angelita Howard. Students, please move forward when I call your name. Jada Ashby, Corey Barron, Andrea Beavers, Sean Beeler, Angel Clark, Travis Copeland, Amber Davis, Iman Ferrier, Daryl Forrest II, and Candace Freeman in this group. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Continuing in this group, we have Ndele Garrett, Jerica, thank you, Jerica Gibson, Bailey Holyfield, Raina Hauser, Aaliyah Johnson, Taylor Johnson, Kari Lowe, Erica McBean, Courtney Miller, and Danielle Milton. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. And rounding out this group, the MSBT learning community with concentration in medical cannabis therapeutics is Caldrian Moore, Stacia Morris, Deja Patterson, Nadia Powell, Elena Prince, Mark Randallson, Imani Rogers, Kayla Shaw, and Denise Smith. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations. You all may return to your seats. Our next group of students represents the Master of Science in Clinical Research Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting will include Dr. Dorothy Boldrick and Dr. Alexander Corshi. Please come to the stage. Students, please come forward when I call your name. Dana Battle, Nolan Stubbs, Dr. Christopher Vilanco. You may now put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may be seated. Our next group of students represent the Master of Science in Health Informatics Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, please stand and proceed to the stage. Dr. Jasmine Agnew, and once again, Dr. Angelita Howard. Students, please join us when I call your name. Abubi Ajegbu, Dominique Bardui, Prince Boafo, Taisha Clancy, Nakia Cofield, Tori Edwards, Lauren Eggleston, Christopher Fearon, Alexandria Green, Yolanda Greer, Matrice Harrington, Najee Jackson, Brittany Jacobs, Tace Jacques, Sarah Jama, Dinah Jean-Pierre, Jadacia Jernigan, and Ivory Jones. You may put on your blue blazers. Oh. Dr. Geary, you want to come? Okay. They got it. Students, you have put on your blue blazers. You may take a picture.
On the next slide.
Okay, we have Anitra Thomas, Master of Science, Health Informatics Learning Community. Please come forward. All right. Congratulations. Our next group of JEV students represents the Master of Science in Medical Sciences Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, please stand and proceed to the stage. Just where are we on here?
Yeah, you'll be further. Dr. Hackman. Yeah,
Okay. 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 Okay, excuse us for that. We're still with Master of Science in Health Informatics. We have Tyra Joseph, Wood La Jeunesse, Wendy Lewis, Whitley Lewis, Rashonda Lockwood, Kashikulu Maduchem Izundu, Michael Matheson, Sarah Malise, Anya Moore, Sonia Muller, Omni Potts, Omi Potts. Students, you may put on your blue blazers. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Rounding off the group, MSHI, we have Jaleel Russell, Deja Smith, Tamara Smith, Kayshawn Spencer, and Anitra Thomas. Students, you may put on your blue blazers. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. All right, our next group of JEB students represents the Master of Science in Medical Sciences Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students please stand and proceed to the stage. We have Dr. Rita Finley and Dr. Conwell. We also have additional course directors from the program, Dr. Wimes, Dr. Patrickson, Dr. Yan, Dr. Sridharan, Dr. Omason, and Dr. Shepard. If you are here, you also can come to the stage. Thank you so much, faculty members. Students in the MSMS learning community, please come forward when I call your name. Kelly Adike, Chanel Anagbo Dowiton, Martine Bahaman Abdi, Michelle Buchall, Imani Carnegie, M. Sanam Chowdhury, Naomi Cargill, Malik Coleman, Angelica De Matas, and Kayla DiMercado. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Continuing in MSMS, Kiani Fedrick, Michael Foster, James Gadry, Jacqueline Gilbert, Ethan Gilmore, Jillian Harris, Taylor Harris, Brianna Hodges, Zipporah Caffey, and Kimberly King. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seat. Continuing with MSMS, Jude Lusant. Rona Magimbe. Michael Matthew. Harlem Murray. Kayla Posley. Craig Terrell Roby. Ejime Sato. Lauren Stinson. Cameron Tillman. And Zukora Ude Agbala. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. William Payne. All right, and rounding out our MSMS group, we have William Paymu. Olivia Walker. Gabrielle Washington. And Vashawn Williams Jr. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may return to your seat. Thank you, faculty members. Our next group of students is the Master of Science in Neurosciences Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, Dr. Morris Benveniste. And we have our students, Joseph Walker and D'Amico Waters. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, you may be seated. Our final group of JEV students represents the Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Sciences Learning Community. Faculty mentors assisting our students, in addition to those on stage, will be Dr. Karen Russell Randall. Students, please proceed to the stage as I call your name. Aubrey Brown. Jamira Chevron. Shantricia Colbert. Takalia Cornish. Ayomide Oleyuwola. Hasina Polk. Samuel Scott. Maria Gabriela Seplovich. And Nia Thompson. Students, you may put on your white coats. Congratulations, students. Dr. Danita Eatman Daniels, Associate Dean for Graduate Education and Biomedical Sciences, will conclude this segment of our presentation with the Scientist's Pledge.
So while the PhD students are making it back to their seat, would all the GEB students please stand? You can find a scientist pledge in the program on page 31. And will all the GEB students, like I said, please stand and participate in this. If you participate in the GEBS program, please stand. Let's recite the pledge. I accept this opportunity to follow the difficult and rewarding path of biomedical science and clinical research. I will endeavor to honor all those who have contributed to this opportunity by always working to the utmost of my abilities and by increasing those abilities when possible. I will strive to advance fundamental knowledge about living things. I pledge to use my energy, intellect, and education to enhance the lives of all mankind, understanding that often the greatest strides are made through the efforts to assist the dispossessed and unprivileged in our world. I will carefully consider and remain mindful of the ethical implications of my work. I will never use my gifts and skills to intentionally harm any individual or group. In planning and carrying out my work, I will treat this planet and all its life forms with honor and respect. I will honor and respect the efforts of my teachers, taking great care always to give credit where credit is due, and always humbly understanding that all that I see by standing on the shoulders of the many scientists who've gone before me. I will always honor and respect my students and who rely on that which I have learned, striving to truthfully and openly disclose all my methods, findings, and conclusions. So long as I adhere to this pledge, may I continue success in the field of biomedical science and clinical research. Thank you. Welcome to Morehouse.
Thank you so much, Dr. Eatman Daniels. I want to take a moment. I have an additional MD Merit Scholar that I wanted to recognize, Jordan Worrell. Please stand and be recognized. All right, the next group of students represent the Master of Administration in Justice Involved Care Learning Community. The faculty mentors assisting our students, Dr. Hari Drayton, Latanya Salet-Hill, and Dr. Angelita Howard. Please come to the stage. Students, please proceed as your name is called. Carolyn Ashe. Bernard Ellis, Akia George, Lawrence Henry, Loretta Jefferson, Christopher Lynch, Marshall Mabry, Jade Morgan, Keon Morgan, and Gregory Northington. And Kawika Smith. Students, you may put on your blue blazers.
We have Dr. Houston with us for the DHA. He's the More in Common Alliance, Income Spirit President in Kentucky.
Dr. Houston.
Dr. Houston. He's going to be with us for the DHA.
Congratulations, students. Thank you so much. Once again, congratulations. The next group of students represent the Doctor of Health Administration learning community. Faculty mentors assisting our students include Dr. Anthony Houston from our More in Common Alliance, Dr. Dorothy Boldrick, Dr. Renetta Waldrop, and Dr. Angelita Howard. Students, please come forward when I call your name. Abdulaziz Alfozan, Edmund Allen, Kamase Allen, Mikael Aristide, Rode Barthélemy, Evan Bernard, Jaquila Butler, Jade Byers, Jennifer Carter, and Shanique Clark. Students, you may put on your blue blazers. Congratulations. You may return to your seat. Continuing in the DHA learning community, we have Datavius Coleman, Javette Collins, Britton Davis, James Eccles, Robert Brian Edwards, Kelisa Estes, Natasha Green, Allie Hayes, Gregory James, and Keisha Johnson. Students, you may put on your blue blazers. Congratulations, you may return to your seat. Continuing with the DHA learning community, Alejandra Meneses, Tracy Moore, Darylyn Nelson, Rakiat Olabiyi, Shalana Page, Jalen Powers, Maria Quintana, Natalie Sanchez, Chantel Scott, and Justin Searcy. Students, please put on your blue blazers. Congratulations, you may return to your seat. Our last group of DHA students from that learning community, we have Monet Siriu, Angela Sharma, Daquan Smith, April Suggs, Stephen Thomas, Justin Toxey, Peter Tran, Ronald Turner II, Tarsha Walker, and Brandon Williams Sr. Students, you may put on your blue blazers. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Thank you. We will now recognize our Master of Public Health students by their learning communities. Faculty mentors assisting our students can proceed to the stage as I call your name. Dr. Elaine Archie Booker, Dr. Alicia Bess, Dr. Christy Brown, and Dr. Gamechu Gerby, as well as Associate Dean Stephanie Miles Richardson. And we also have some alumni pinners who will be joining us today. I will call your names as well. Mr. Daniel Driffin, Dr. Zakia Haji Noor, Ms. Christian Johnson, and Ms. Brooke Moulton. Please come to the stage. And Dr. Powers? Okay. So to start, we will recognize Prevent, Promote, Protect Learning Community, or NPU. Students, please stand and proceed to the stage as I call your name. You ready? Kendall Allen. Naja Davis. Yi Oriton Dokubu Wisdom. Gabrielle Ford. Kirsten Francis. Asia Fulton. Ryan Hewlin. Vontarius Howard. And Naya Caffrey Jameson. Students, you may put on your pins. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Continuing with our MPH students, Tashawn Jones, Jennifer Moore, Lawrence Sanford, Myra Seymour, Marion Stampley III, Paris Stroud, Zaire Wilcher, and Anaya Israel. And Brandon Vincent. Students, you may be pinned. Congratulations, you may return to your seat. For our final group, we will have our Master of Public Health online learning community. Students, when I call your name, please stand and proceed to the stage. Frederick Clark, Kawanis Hobson, Chantel Keyser, Raven Kelly, Kim Maria McCook, Jason McDonald, James Prayer, and Alex Tilgman. Students, you may put on your pins. Congratulations. You may return to your seats. Thank you so much, faculty members. At this time, Dr. Stephanie Miles Richardson, Associate Dean for Graduate Education and Public Health, Director of the Master of Public Health Program, and Professor of Community Health and Preventive Medicine, will lead the MPH students in their declaration. Dr. Miles Richardson.
The International Declaration of Health Rights is in your program on page 32. MPH students, make sure everybody is there. Let us read together. Health requires peaceful and equitable development and collaboration of all peoples. The enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of health is one of the fundamental rights of every human being. It is not a privilege for those with money or social standing. Health is more than the absence of disease, but includes prevention of illness, development of individual potential, a positive sense of physical, mental, and social well-being. Healthcare should be based on dialogue and collaboration between citizens, professions, communities, and policymakers. Health service should be affordable, accessible, effective, efficient, and convenient. Health begins with healthy development of the child and positive family environment. Health must be sustained by the active role of men and women in health and development. The role of women and their welfare must be recognized and addressed. Care for the elderly should preserve dignity, respect, and concern for a sustainable environment with balanced human populations growth and preservation of cultural diversity. Health depends on the availability to people of basic elements: food, safe water, housing, education, productive employment, protection from pollution, and prevention of social alienation. Health depends on protection from exploitation without distinction of race, religion, political belief, economic, or social condition. And together, the oath: we, as people concerned about health improvement in the world, do hereby commit ourselves to advocacy and action to promote the health rights of all human beings. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stephanie Miles Richardson. All I can say is, wow, we finally come to the end of this. Congratulations again to you. It's almost time to let you go, but I want to just say how proud we all are of you, not just because of the start of this wonderful academic journey, but because of all of the contributions that I know you're about to make. So as usually the tradition of Morehouse School of Medicine, we recognize Constitution Day during the fall convocation activities. And as you know, this day commemorates the formation, the signing of the US Constitution by 39 brave men on September 17, 1787, recognizing all who were born in the US or by naturalization have become citizens. So in a moment, Reverend Dr. Crawford will deliver the benediction. But first, I want to again congratulate all of you. I want to wish you all the best during your studies here. And I want to say to faculty and to staff and to those present on the platform, again, thank you. Thank you for investing in these bright, promising young men and women. Thank you for your unwavering dedication to the mission and the vision of Morehouse School of Medicine, ultimately in the pursuit of health justice. To our families and friends watching, I want to thank you for sharing these moments with us on this momentous occasion. And to all our donors, all of our supporters, we know it takes a village. It takes a village to recruit, to educate, and to train the next generation of health professionals who I know will make an impact on community, will make an impact in society, and the lives of so many that we love. We are honored that you've chosen to be part of our village. Now, to the completion of our ceremony, we're going to ask members of the audience to remain in your seats while the platform party and the students have fully recessed from the auditorium. And once Dr. Crawford completes the benediction, please join us immediately on the lawn for a special surprise and a reception that will follow. Dr. Crawford.
There's nothing. They will have lunch in the atrium.
Well, wait, let me reverse. That maybe was a special surprise for me. So we're going to have a reception in the atrium. Lunch will be provided. I think that's better suited.
Let us now receive the benediction so we can go and get that surprise in the atrium. Be on your guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be men and women of courage. Be strong. Do everything in love. Now, God, who brought us to witness on this day, those who are pen and those who are cloak, and those who have given themselves to go forward to make a change in healthcare all across the world. Now, God, give us the courage. Give us the courage to stand firm. Give us the courage, oh God, to fight on the financial and healthcare and education, political and judicial disparities are erased. Give us the courage. Give us the courage to speak up, God, when others remain silent. Give us the courage. Give us the courage, oh God, to stand up when others would sit down. Give us the courage. Give us the courage, oh God, to lift up when others, God, would tear down. Give us the courage. And give us the courage, oh God, to help when others would walk away. Make us strong, oh God, so we learn to speak truth to power and empower the weak with truth. And by all means, oh God, whatever we do, let us do it in love. And then, oh God, be with your people now. Be God behind us, that when we decide we want to go back, God pushes on up. Be beneath us, oh God, when we are sinking by the burdens of our cares of this world. Lift us up. Be on our sides, oh God, that when we decide to exit from our purpose, let us know you call us to do more and to be more. And by all means, God, be in front of us. Lead us and guide us into your eternal light. It is in your name we pray and believe. Everybody say, amen.
Dr. Crawford, thank you again. So we will prepare for the recessional and we will stagger our dismissal. Please listen. Please remain in your seats and the group will actually leave in this order. So students, again, just remember that lunch will be provided in the NCPC auditorium, the atrium. As the instrumental begins to play the school's alma mater, SOAR, I'll ask the platform members to lead our processional, following by the online and MPH student programs. This will then be followed by the DHA and the Magic students. That will be followed by the JEBS programs. Next, the Physician Assistant Studies programs, and finally, the MD programs. So this concludes the 39th Convocation and White Coat Ceremony and Pinning Ceremony of Morehouse School of Medicine. Congratulations to all of you. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful occasion. Enjoy the rest of the day.
you.